I climbed Mount Teide to help raise money for the AWF.
Hi guys, my name is Rob and I did the Teide challenge on behalf of AWF and my own personal charity, a charity called Ben, based back in England. The reason for doing so because AWF raises conservation awareness and makes people more aware, so that was one reason why I did AWF. And the second one was Ben, to try and raise funds for Alzheimer's disease, which is a dangerous disease that affects people ageing and they deteriorate very rapidly.
Okay, so I had a week off work and I really wanted to do something a little bit different rather than just go and lie on a beach in the Mediterranean like your average Joe does. So I thought it'd be really worthwhile if I came to Tenerife, where I heard about the Teide challenge with the AWF. And so I went on the website, found out a bit more, contacted Ed, and found out that I could come here, in fact, for free for a week if I promised to raise as much money as possible for AWF or your chosen charity. So I arrived at the airport and I had a lovely warm welcome from Teresa, who's the Spanish lady here who does all the lifts and drop-offs, and it's just really welcoming, friendly kind of arrival in the country. And then came to Arona, which is a lovely little village in the mountains, so a little different side of Tenerife to what you'd normally get to see. And then a few days later you get to go up Mount Teide, which is the third highest volcano in the world, and it's going to be a pretty good challenge because it's 3,718 metres high. We're going to climb it at night time, so it's going to be pretty challenging. Sponsorship's really easy. The best way to do it is setting up a Just Giving page on the internet, and then so you can get people to sponsor you. Like, I've got family live in Manchester and I live in the south, so I've got family and friends up north who've managed to sponsor me because they can just go online and do it on their card. And then I also had a sponsorship form as well, so if people wanted to give me cash, then they could do that as well, and then I'd put it online for them. So it's really easy to raise the money, it's really easy to do the collections, and everyone's pretty supportive. Had a massive interest in conservation and the environment, and I came here in the summer and I spent 5 weeks with the whales and dolphins, and I decided that I really wanted to do something again to help them as much as possible. So I started quite far in advance my fundraising, so about January time, it's now April, so that's 4 months of fundraising, and I managed to get £178 so far, so I'm pretty pleased. Some people have been quite generous and other people who are students haven't been quite so generous, but I can totally understand why. But having that support behind me is really good, and hopefully that will get me to the top a little bit quicker because I'll be thinking of the money that I've raised, and I'm hoping to get a bit more afterwards as well. Hopefully I can hit £200, so that'll be really good, and I'll feel really proud of myself if I do, and hopefully it'll make a difference as well.
I was aiming to raise £100 and I managed to raise 30, so not so many people backing me, but it's nice to think that you know, I'll do it for that £30. You know, it doesn't really matter if I raise like 5 or a 10 or whatever, because at the end of the day, if someone sponsors you, you have to do it for them. You know. Just one person alone get you up there.
Something like £5 can plant 50 trees or something in Sierra Leone, so everything helps. Yeah, let's do this thing.
See you at the top.
When you come back down, you feel amazing, you feel great. It's like you conquered something, you know, third highest volcano in the world and highest volcano in Spain. So yeah, it's definitely one to have experience I'd like to do again.
a difference. Yeah!